Hey
Nope.
everybody, it hadn't started recording yet
You
when I said it
thought.
the first time. Hey everybody, it's
Nice try.
Maplebrooke. We're doing it. Hi, I'm Soups. I'm the keeper of the game. We play Monster of the Week. It's a game by Evil Hat Productions about monsters living in the normal world. I mean, it can be about anything really, but it's mostly about monster
There's
hunting.
really fewer weeks than you'd think.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm joined, of course, by my players. Josh, who plays Connor, whom is a goofy vampire who is delightful and silly. Boko, who plays Adva, a angel person thing, kind of.
No, you really didn't workshop these beforehand,
Nope.
did you?
Nope.
She's a human just blessed with powers of God.
Oh, hey, I still have you muted. Did you ever switch to push to talk, though?
I've been on push to talk this entire time.
You weren't
Right.
earlier. Hey, sorry. You can correct me
How
again
would
if
you know
you
she
want,
was
otherwise I'm gonna move on.
She's a human that's just blessed with God's powers. She's not an angel person.
That's true. You've got me there.
I know it's my character.
And Swissy, who plays both West Wordsworth, a wizard, and Stacy Veers, an old-timey detective in the body of a 20-something girl. And those are all the characters. So last time you guys essentially went over the plan that you have to try to defeat / capture the electric ghost guy. I'm going to read to you the things that were written on the board as I had it written down, and then I'm going to remind you of what your actual plan was. Big battery, Faraday cage, physical attacks don't work. I will look into containment. Magic to use on it. Adva stick west spell. I actually don't remember what that means.
I have no idea what that means.
Eats
For like a month.
Eats electricity? EMPs. Find the computer room.
Find the computer room.
Find the computer room.
Well,
Find the computer room.
Connor did that one already.
So
I found the computer room.
What your actual plans were, as I recall them, are you all...
We cast magic on a cardboard box, which is much stupider than big battery. Everyone mocked my big battery idea, but then we just went alakazam, no shocky zap zap on a box. And acted like that's cool. Like that's anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Stupid
to go back over... I'm going to start from the top. Connor has 2 EMPs that he is going to use to knock out all the electronics in the general area to prevent the ghost from having any power to use to heal itself or attack you or whatever.
I'm Thatcher from Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah,
Fucking laser sights.
He's also got a big gauntlet. I don't remember if it's magic or not. But it is a big gauntlet.
It has to be a thing that injures the enemy. Hang on. It's on my sheet.
Yeah, it should have a tag. It should have tags on it. I just don't remember. I listened to the end of the last stream at work like maybe an hour ago just to make sure.
The gauntlet is it is a gauntlet of punching. It is 2 harm hand magic.
Got it. So it is a
It specifically had to be magic because my biting and or shooting it wouldn't do anything or hasn't done anything. Does nothing.
Swissy, or more specifically West, has... Oh, I think you all have rubber boots and electrician outfits, by the way. I do recall that.
Not all of us have
I have an electrician outfit. They have rubber boots.
They all have rubber boots. Got it. Alright, so West has rubber boots. He got his magic powers that he's going to attempt to use to attack the ghost. And he also has a box that he casts some sort of spell on to try to contain the ghost, if I recall. It'll give you some sort of bonus to containing it. And it will...
Sounds about right.
And it has the word containment written on the side in Sharpie.
Yeah.
Stacy, I don't remember if she has done anything additional other than having rubber boots and being there. She has a coffee. I don't know if that helps you.
Hello, Hammerhead.
And Adva... Hi, Hammerhead.
Hello.
And Adva is a magic person who's just going to presumably use her magic stuff.
Way to just like undercut
Also
all
wearing
the cool
boots.
things I can do.
You can do lots of cool things.
I know.
I can't. It would
Yeah,
take
but you
me
didn't.
3 hours
You
to
didn't
describe any of them.
contribute anything to
I
this
naysay-
planning.
I naysayed a
No.
lot.
Yeah, she said a
What-
lot of nays. That's true.
I didn't do any whipping though.
What?
Like the nay nay and the whip. Oh, I have to drink.
It's a reference.
No, I only said nay one time, so it's sketchy at best. But
I'm screaming.
Yeah, I thought it was like a weird horse thing.
Adva's
Coco
not
probably
a horse
would be a
girl.
horse girl in another
Adva's definitely a horse girl.
Oh,
I don't think
100%.
I don't think Adva's a
100%.
horse girl.
I
And also-
disagree.
also,
Adva
for
is
the
one of them
record-
girls that's like, I'm not a horse girl, and then she sees a horse while driving, and she goes, horse. And she stares at it, and she veers off the
Yeah,
road.
now,
And she
for the record,
recovers, and she goes, oh damn, almost died because I was looking at the horsey.
Oh, dag, what a horse.
I have been around horses. We owned a horse and a pony when I was younger.
Well,
ooh, fancy.
sounds like a horse girl.
Anyway,
Can
so
either of them see why kids love the taste of cinnamon toast crunch?
No.
no one can. It's a mystery lost to time. So the 4 of you have rolled up to the computer room. You are.
We found the computer.
You
room.
found the
found
computer
it.
room. You're standing outside the door. We didn't do anything beyond that. I got you up to the door and then decided to stop because we were at end of stream time. So you're at the computer room.
Uh-huh.
Doors closed.
This is a
Use the
different
key to-
computer room than the
use the
computer
key
room I
to-
went to.
Mm.
As a reminder.
Right. No. Yeah. The one you went to was.
This is the gamer room. I went to just like
Sneaky
a
one.
shitty, like hangout in the
library.
commons.
Yeah. You
No, it's like
you
just a
basically went to
common
like the
space in
commons
the
and the
dorms.
dorms. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
like an activity
This is a
room.
specific
This is a
gamer
computer
room for
lab.
big gamers.
This is the computer club's room or whatever. So yeah, you guys have gotten the key from Nigel. You unlock the door. You open it up. Inside the room, it's one of those like big ass rooms full of computers they have in schools. There's like 40 computers in 4 rows in this room. There's a smart board at the front of the room with a projector on the ceiling. And that's all of the describing I want to do of this room. Essentially, the way the computers are laid out, the way the desks are, is there's like 4 rows of 10. There's rows on 2 sides, and then there's a big row in the middle where it's like on each side of that row is more desks. It's chairs. They're like, shitty rolling chairs bought in bulk.
Yeah.
And, there's computer stuff in here. So yeah, what's your plan? Everything's off. You open the door. All the stuff is off. It's about 3 o'clock as I recall. You guys waited until 3 o'clock because that was the time of day that the ghost first showed up. And also probably the time of day where the least power is being consumed by the building. If I recall your plan,
that is part of our plan, yeah.
Yeah, if I recall your plan was to turn on all of the shit to try to draw it here.
Yeah.
All right, so you have the floor.
West centers himself in the room and opens the box
Okay.
just to be ready to contain. He puts it on the floor.
All right.
Okay.
Anybody else doing anything? West walks into a dark room and places a box in the center of the floor and stands next to it.
I closed the door on the dark room in West.
Got him.
West just deadpan stares at the door.
Pranked.
I turn to everyone else and I go, let's ditch him. He'll never know.
Let's not.
Is this one of the doors that has a window?
Yeah, it's got like the little slit windows, where it's like on one side.
Excellent. I look through it and I give him a little wave with my gauntlet hand.
This is what West does, seeing the door close.
I don't have.
It's in the voice chat.
Oh, I see.
That's West.
I like to imagine West is doing this.
I know which one you're gonna post. Yep. Yep.
Javert gift.
It's a good gif.
Anyway.
So yeah, you're all standing outside the door that Connor is now slammed on West.
Uh-huh. I sure am inside this room while you all are outside of it, and I'm inside.
And he's the sheriff.
Stacy opens the door.
Okay.
She does not. I hold it close.
What are you doing?
It's
We have
called a
work to
prank.
do.
It's a funny joke, though. We'll make millions if we monetize it on YouTube.
What's funny?
Nobody's
What's
even
funny?
filming this.
What's
You have to
What's
film
fun?
things?
To
thought
put
that-
them on...
I thought... Don't our, like, phones record everything anyways?
Always?
You have
No.
to tell them to do that.
Nah, I read something about the NASA following us. We could probably just get it from them.
NASA. It took me a minute to realize that that was a joke. It's pretty good.
Bruh.
So yeah, are you actually just gonna fucking stand in the hallway for the next?
I
like,
can't
30
contest your
minutes?
strength, Josh. So I don't know
Connor
what I'm
looks
supposed to do.
confused.
None of us can.
Does Connor remember why you came here?
Oh, definitely he does not.
You know we're here to do a thing, right? Like we're here to do the monster? To hunt
We're
the
doing
monster?
the monster?
Oh my...
The monster
God.
mash.
I don't want to do the monster.
It was a graveyard
Not
smash.
in that way.
Wink.
Oh, thank God.
I mean,
Oh,
I
the
mean,
electric
no,
ghost. I opened the door.
Oh my god.
Is that why West went in there with a box?
Yeah,
Yes.
says West.
So we're skipping the big battery part of the plan.
Well, it's just a contingency.
The battery?
The box.
Oh. It's not a battery, is it?
It's a box.
It's...
Some batteries can be box shaped. I've seen them.
This
at auto
box is not a
centers.
battery.
I would like to point out we've been here for about 10 minutes and none of you have even turned on the lights, let alone any of the other equipment in the room.
Yeah,
Connor's
I'm
thinking about
waiting
batteries.
for everybody to be in the room.
Why? Well, we can't. Connor's in the way. Move.
You can
Connor. We have
teleport.
work to do.
I move out of the way.
Stacy,
I walk into the dark room.
Stacy enters behind.
I turn on the lights.
It's bright.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice because of my vampire night vision.
I have dark. No.
I say out loud.
Neither of you have dark.
I'm pretty sure I have dark vision.
I think we talked
Oh,
about
That
this.
sounds right.
I said none of you. I'll hovering the mice over Stacy and Wes. Sorry.
Oh, I see.
Nobody else could see that.
I did though.
Nice.
All right, you turn on the lights. Lights are on.
Yeah, we turn on the lights.
On lights.
We should probably wait before we turn on the rest of the equipment until we're ready.
Oh, we're turning stuff on? We're gaming? I begin turning on equipment.
Oh my! I'm going to kill myself.
Fucking Connor just runs up and down the rows, pressing the power button on each computer.
I make beep noises as I do it. Boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
All right,
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
as a chorus of computers making their startup noises begins to play throughout the room. The lights flicker briefly. You think I would have wrote this down? I didn't. The lights flicker briefly, and you all kind of like
My immersion.
you all wait, and then the lights flicker much less briefly, and then you see emerging from the projector on the ceiling. You see a big ghostly figure like crawling out of it. It's really spooky.
Like
Oh man,
in
I'm
the
shook.
ring.
Yeah, sure. Like from the ring, yeah. It starts crawling out of the smart board. Horrifyingly.
Nice.
Oh no, a Japanese schoolgirl.
I
I don't remember the rest of Sadako's backstory.
I
Something
do.
about drowning.
care.
They've got no idea. Yeah, this is happening. Ghost is visible. What do you do?
Excellent.
that
The
just
ghost is
happened.
visible. I
Yeah.
pull out my EMP.
All right.
We sever the ghost halfway between the smart board and the living.
Now it is a smart
ghost.
Oh god.
Because as far as Connor remembers, he's supposed to EMP when the ghost shows up.
All right. So
So he sees ghost,
you take
he
it
pull
out.
EMP, and he EMP.
Butler
He just
drowns a kid down a
chucks
well.
it.
Now she kills and videotapes for them. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right. So you take out your EMP. You push the EMP button, and the lights go dark, and as does everything else in the room. And the ghost lets out a horrifying shriek as it falls to the floor from where it was crawling out of the smart board. It doesn't seem like you damaged it with this, kind of like last time, but you can definitely see that it's not drawing power from anything right now. So what do the rest of you do?
Oh, hang on. My turn's not over until I get to say this.
Okay,
Guess you're not so bright after all.
great. So that happened.
Was that a
That's
shock
Stacy.
to you?
Okay. Now you're just out of line.
What do you mean?
The rest of you do it anything?
All right.
I know you're all
Yeah.
waiting for Josh
I'm
to
getting
stop talking, but he
amped up.
won't.
No, I know.
This is what
This
Hang
is
on,
what
I'm just-
happens when you
I'm
don't
just
let
looking
Josh
over
play
my sheet and
Connor
letting
for
it
like
happen for
a
a
month
minute.
at a time.
I'm just looking over my sheet and letting it happen for a sec.
Cool.
Yeah, my sheet.
I mean, if I know anything about Pokemon, we should probably weaken it before we put it in the box.
Cool.
Uh,
Proceed.
Babe, can you remind me? Did
Yeah.
we establish if the ghost was tangible or not when we were doing prep?
It is
You can like
not-
hit it with magic stuff, but
Yeah, if you recall when Connor was like punching it kind of felt like punching Jello, or like moving your arm through like butter or something. I don't know, something kind of squishy, where like you can
They-
pass through it. It's not it.
Goo.
You can feel it as you pass through it, but it's not.
So it's like a member.
So it's like a membrane.
Yeah,
Did we
but
Did we
magic
establish
stuff can
if-
hurt it.
my stuff.
And my stuff is magic.
Your stuff is, I think, technically holy, but I don't
Holy
remember.
is
if
magic, is it not?
Yes,
Just realized I didn't
believe
have
so.
Stacy pick up anything magic.
Sure
It's
didn't.
fine.
you did not. We talked about it.
Well,
I thought
Well,
I thought I
anyway.
did, but I guess I didn't.
So yes, your
Well,
trident.
well-
Your trident is considered magic. Your fists are not, because your fists don't have the holy tag.
But they count
as a weakness against monsters you fight.
Yes.
Yeah, but that just means it can kill them forever, not that they're actually
Oh.
like weak to it.
Anyway,
I pop out my trident if I hadn't already, and I run towards it, and I do a nice stab at it.
Cool. Why don't you roll to
Nice
kick some
stab.
ass?
In 1 second, that's tough.
Tough.
Oh wait,
And you have a
Is
plus
Mola
one.
guy here? Mola isn't even here to see his +1 finally get used.
Damn.
Dude, this arc is
That sucks.
this is the first roll I've
Bad
made this
arc.
entire arc.
This
This is the first time I've rolled.
Well,
Sounds like a skill issue.
Sad day.
How's a 14?
sounds pretty good.
Bruh.
You haven't advanced any of your moves, have you?
She is
I
not.
have not.
Okay. So on a 10,
Well.
on a 7+, would you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other, and on a 10+, you get to choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm, or you force them where you want them.
Sorry, can wait 1 second.
Force them
I-
into the
1
box.
second. I will also tell you I do it an extra harm
Cool.
because of ancient fighting arts.
Cool. Great.
Okay,
Okay,
Uh-huh.
can
Uh-huh.
you let me see? Babe, was there a reference thing so I can look at
Uh,
that?
Yes,
My
it's called
brain
Hunter
just kinda
reference
blanked.
sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, there it is. It's really small.
You okay, Josh?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Your
just
aha
giving smaller help.
really killed me. Uh-huh.
Okay, there we go. On 10 plus, choose an extra effect.
Yep. That's what I said. So I have to have like fucking 5 sheets open at once. All right, so
5 sheets.
5 sheets.
Hmm.
I'm
gonna say I inflict terrible harm.
Okay.
Why would
So
you
that's an
not
extra
push them
damage.
to the box?
That's not one of my things.
Yeah, force them where you want
you
them.
force them where you want them is one of the things you can take.
Put them in
No,
the box.
I'm just engaging.
Cool.
Fair enough.
All right, so Adva does a whopping 5 harm to the fucking thing.
I mean, if we just kill it, we don't have to catch it, I guess.
I suppose not.
I kind of assumed we couldn't just kill it.
Mologai, I used your +1. I rolled a 14.
All right,
You
so
weren't even here
so
to
Adva
see
does a
it.
massive
No,
5 harm to the ghost.
I will establish I do still have one more +1 because Mologai has stocked up 2 of them, as I recall.
Yes, you are correct.
A trident is a base 3.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Just another
Good
way
weapon.
in which Adva is busted. I think everything's a base 3
Bustin',
too.
bustin'.
But, so yeah, you do a whopping 5
Mine are
harm
teeth!
to the ghost, correct? And the this seems
I have to
do
bite
quite
them.
this seems to do quite some stuff to these ghosts.
Do you want to empower that?
No. And it swipes a claw back at you, and you feel like your breath kind of go cold in your mouth, and you feel like kind of a pain in your chest, and you take
Okay.
1 harm cold,
Knees
ignore
weak.
armor.
Ah.
Spaghetti.
Boo.
That's
Fine,
why you
just
guys.
go
I have to
ahead.
give things attacks that ignore armor because you all just have armor.
Then
Uh,
what's
I
the
do
point
not
of
have
having
armor.
I do not have armor.
Well,
Adva has armor.
Adva has armor. That's
It was
why I
at the
have it.
beginning of the season, Molokai. That was my first roll of the season, and it was a 14. I think I should quit while I'm ahead.
Adva retires.
True.
All right.
Oh, no.
Adva's dealt a significant blow to the ghost. It kind of like shrieks and morphs around your trident to get out of the way. Who wants to do something next? Connor and Adva have done a thing. Do the 2 nerds want to do anything?
Yeah, they do. Stacy wants to take a picture of the ghost with her SLR camera.
That's
That's like, is that electric? Or am I dumb?
Woogie, woogie, woogie. Yes.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
cameras
pretty
are
sure.
You take out your camera and you realize that it's not. It's broken.
It's been EMP'd.
It's
No, I know. I couldn't remember if SLR cameras were digital
no.
or
You're
not.
thinking of Polaroids, I think. I'm pretty sure an SLR camera is like a video, like a
Are you talking about
camcorder.
DSLR?
I think the problem is even if you have a non-electric camera, we're in a dark room, so I don't know
Yeah,
if you're
fair
gonna
enough.
get much of an
Well, the only
image.
thing-
SLR
source of
cameras do
light.
not
It is a
require
single lens
electricity.
reflex camera. It typically uses a mirror and prism system that permits the photographer to view. That's all the preview says.
I mean, you could just stop right there because DSLR, which
That'd
digital,
be
is
digital.
the D in that. Yeah, so
I was
that's the one
asking
that's
if it was
electrical.
the-
But either way, it is a dark room. So she's
but
like, "Oh."
it do be a dark room, and the flash.
No,
would
I
be broken.
EMP'd the room, Hammerhead. You see, turning the lights on was merely a distraction.
Yeah.
So you whip out your
A
camera and
+1
take
for
a picture
Connor?
of
Well,
nothing.
why ain't I
What's
seen
West
it yet?
gonna do?
Malia?
Yeah, fine.
Box ghost.
Shoot me, dude. Yeah, box ghost. I'm
I
going.
can't. My gun doesn't work on humans.
I'm gonna try and position myself opposite of the ghost and the box and try to fucking wind blast it there, I guess.
All right.
Kapuya.
So you run to the front of the room, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you run to the front of the room and you try to do a wind scar on the ghost. Let me open up your
Is that
sheet
what it's
really
called?
quick.
Hot
No,
damn, that's cool.
no, that's an attack
That's
for
a Street
Inuyasha,
Fighter
I
move.
think.
God,
I
fucking
thought it was a
killed
Street
me.
Fighter thing.
I'm gonna just
I
look
don't
up
recognize
wind
Wind
scar.
Scar from Street Fighter.
Kaze no Kiza, yeah, wind scar. It's from Inuyasha. I was correct.
Okay. Don't know where I'm getting that from. I was thinking it's the god. I don't know. Don't mind me.
Sagat definitely doesn't have wind moves.
No,
Rashid
No,
has
it's
wind
this.
moves.
All right, I'm trying to remember.
He kicks tornadoes.
So you're not trying to attack it. So I guess this would be a use magic
No, I'm
roll.
trying to force it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this would be a use magic roll. So go ahead and use plus weird. And I assume the thing you're trying to do is
Windius Blastius. I'm gonna kill myself.
You didn't have to say that. You did it yourself.
I know.
You
As soon
have
as I
done-
said Blastius, I wanted to die.
You're doing this. to
It felt so
yourself.
cringe rolling out of my mouth.
It hasn't stopped you before.
Because I pointed at my screen and everything as if I was holding a wand.
Yeah. Now listen, sometimes you get into
No.
it. I get it.
You just gotta own it.
And I had a
Sissy.
big grin on my face as I said Blastius, and it quickly faltered.
Great.
Kill
it's
not
fine.
the part of you that is cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and roll
True.
plus weird for me for use magic.
Ah.
That's an 11. On a 10 plus, the magic works without issues. Choose your effect. Okay. So the effects are I'm willing to manipulate this a little bit, since one of the things I assume you're trying to do is well I'll let you pick. Do you want to do this as your like trap a specific person, minion, or monster? Do you want to try to make this part of that?
That's what I was going for. Yeah, that way I could take a +1 to it.
Yep. Okay, so that's a
Not
12.
that it matters. I don't have it advanced. So
Yeah, exactly. That's a 12, so whatever. So what you do is you run past the ghost. It makes a swipe at you, but you manage to duck it. You do a cool Akira slide underneath its arm, and then
Never seen Akira.
it's the bike.
Yeah,
it's
but
the
you've
bike.
seen the slide.
It's the bike.
I
thing.
have not seen.
You've
any
seen it
part
somewhere.
of
I
it.
definitely.
guarantee
No,
Oh,
you've
I'm
definitely
certain I
seen it.
have.
There's a million things that reference it.
It's been referenced in a million.
Is it
things,
like-
yeah.
Is it like the reference of just like fucking sliding under a semi? Because otherwise,
Yeah,
I don't know what
basically.
you're talking about. Okay,
Here you go.
Here you go.
I didn't realize
half the
Akira
time
originated
that happens, that it's the.
I have never seen this GIF in my life.
It doesn't have to be this specific GIF.
Everything
It is
references
badass,
the
though.
dot.
We should watch
Shakira sometime.
We should,
I,
because I've never
I'm
seen
trying to
any
find-
part of
there's-
it, including this.
I've never seen Akira either, but like I've seen like basically if there was a character on a motorcycle, they've done this thing in most like animated stuff.
Nice.
Anyway.
A lot of stuff Cappy's
the
this shot.
ghost.
Anyway, yeah, you Akira slide underneath the ghost and wind blast it towards your box. And what does the box do? You think when it like traps?
It's
the
a
ghost?
cardboard box with the word containment written on it. What do you think it does?
I don't know. I was letting you
Absolutely fuck
describe
all,
some-
my dude.
I was fucking gonna ask you.
Well, you magicked it.
You magic.
Yeah, I did
magic.
magic it. You're right.
Yeah,
So
you
what's the
magic it.
magic do,
What's the magic
bitch?
do? Give me some flavor.
Yeah. Okay. So, is it going in the box?
Yeah.
Is what's happening?
You succeeded.
You want to know what the box do?
Yep.
Okay.
You blast it towards the box. I'm asking you what the box does.
What's happening? Are you okay? Listen, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. The box. You know, you've played Luigi's Mansion?
Yes.
The box
I've
kind of does that.
well, no, but
Slurpee. You know what the fucking tornado looking like gun does to the ghost? It's like.
yep.
Yeah, just like spaghetti, you know.
Yeah, so you wind blast it towards the box, and as its kind of like ghost kind of tail thing enters the box's suck radius. Thought I could get through that sentence without laughing. I was wrong.
What is the average suck radius of a box?
You've entered the suck zone.
I don't know, Sissy. I know the suck radius
suck
of your
radius.
mom.
The
Oh yeah, what is it, bud?
Your room.
Ooh. Damn,
Oh,
I
whoa.
think.
What?
I take
Yeah,
your mom.
I'm
I take your
owned?
mom to your house when you're not there.
Oh
They've
It's It's an elaborate setup.
yeah.
Yeah. I invited that kid in that one time just to spice
Son
up
of a
the
bitch.
setting.
Hmm.
So the ghost the circle gets the square. The ghost gets sucked into the box. It tries to like crawl out, and then it gets sucked into the box, and the cardboard box closes. And It's rattling around a little bit now. The box contains the ghost.
Shit, I didn't bring the packing tape.
Don't you? No.
Hey, did anybody bring packing tape?
Why? Why would I have packing tape?
You have a thing for this.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he got rid of that when he turned into a wizard.
As a wizard, I no longer have easy access to packing tape.
I no longer could just say, hey,
Wes
I might
just
have
jumps
packing tape.
onto the box and like holds the flaps down.
If we needed packing tape, you could have told me. I could have put it in the interdimensional space.
Yeah, well, I didn't think about it. I thought I would just, like corner box it, like you put the one under the other and just.
Can't you close
Whatever.
it with magic?
Can I?
Listen, I don't know how magic works. I'm not a magician. I just fight.
Yeah, you've got this ghost in a box.
Ghost in a box.
You've got a ghost in a
Ghost
box
in a
with a
box.
West on top of the box holding the box closed.
Connor, you're the fastest one. Go find tape.
There's probably tape in this
Like-
room somewhere.
In a
Would
computer.
there be?
Well, why don't we just do this? I yank a bunch of cables out of somewhere.
Hey, there we go.
Enough
you-
cabling that I can tie it like a little gift package.
All right. Yeah, you do that. I'll let
Wes
you do
gets
that.
off
It's
the
a-
box and it's his turn for a one-liner. Looks like Christmas came early.
But
Great.
it's December.
Well, yeah, but it's not Christmas.
What day is it?
Christmas is in like a couple days. I don't remember if I gave it a specific.
In a couple days means it wasn't Christmas.
Thanks. Good Ace Attorney joke. Big preach.
You're welcome.
All right, so you've got
I
a
wasn't even
you've
there
got
for
a
that one.
cardboard box with the word containment written on the side of it in Sharpie, with some cables from a computer wrapped around it, and there's a ghost in there. So what now?
It sure is. Yeah, what do we do with this thing now? Like,
Yeah, what were you planning on doing?
I was just gonna kill it.
yeah,
But
but the whole plan was containing
I heard
it.
it. I'd take
right?
5. Why did we want to contain it in the first
Well,
place?
because it keeps running away every time we try to kill it.
It's made out of ghost.
We
It's
could
made out
just
of
kill it.
ghost.
Well, yeah.
Well, if you kill a
But
ghost,
we wanted to
then you
contain
ghost
it so
ghost.
it didn't run away as a ghost.
Okay, so can
Maybe we should
kill
take
it
it to an
inside the
open field
box?
with no electricity, and then just West makes a fucking slit across the throat motion.
How?
We could just have Ava stab it a lot.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah, you could just stab it a
With
lot.
The box?
Yeah, like a magician's trick.
Yeah.
Except it's really in there.
Would that not break your spell, West?
But I mean, yeah, but it also killed the ghost, wouldn't it? I'm saying if
I-
we're in an open field with nowhere to
Oh, I
go.
thought you were talking about right now.
No.
Okay.
There's
That
electricity
just
everywhere.
seems
It could go anywhere.
What if I punch the box?
Well, not right now.
I lift up my punch gauntlet.
No.
Well, I gotta punch something. The gauntlet's already out, I say, gesturing to the gauntlet.
Break one of the nerds' computers. They deserve it.
Okay, I punch West in the foot.
That's not a computer. That is a nerd, though, so I
guess
guess half points. 50%, you still fail. Come on,
Hi.
let's get out of here.
How hard do you punch West in the foot?
Yeah, Josh, how hard do you punch West in the foot?
I don't know, how hard do I punch West in the foot? Sounds
However
like
hard you
a...
want, bud.
It's up to you.
Roll a d20.
That's not how this works.
Well, no, it's for Josh to decide how hard he punched.
Wait, are you saying I
Unless-
should roll
oh.
kick some ass? Is that what's happening?
Are you fighting?
You
Are
do
you
you,
fighting
bud.
West?
Yeah,
Not very
kick
hard,
his ass.
apparently. I'm not letting you mark
I
XP
failed
for that,
anyways.
though.
But I would have leveled up.
Yeah, I know.
Akaba.
I didn't make you roll that.
Let's go.
I punched 6.
Yeah. You punch him in the foot, but not very hard.
Yeah, I'd rather get this thing as far away from the school as possible and then deal with it, Stacy says.
I mean, that's not
going to be a big issue. Just walk about like a mile in any direction. You'll have. What's
I mean,
the
it is
like
Minnesota.
the vegetable in this area that they grow for like miles?
What?
What?
Does this place have cornfields?
Does
What
Minnesota have corn?
vegetable
Yes.
Yeah, I
The
don't know what
answer is yes.
does
I don't know what
Boko,
this
in your
Minnesota
mind,
grow?
does the relevant vegetable of a state always grow in a field that's miles long?
The
Like in
14
Georgia, do you think they just have peaches for miles?
Yeah, have you heard of plantations?
The 14
switching?
best
Did you go
vegetables to
school?
grow in Minnesota. Number 1, beets.
Beat these nuts.
Number 2, blueberry bushes.
Blueberry these nuts.
Okay, no,
They
hold
are
on.
one of the blueberry capitals.
The beets make sense, but when it says number 2, blueberry bushes. Well, blueberry bushes are difficult to grow in Minnesota. It isn't impossible. I'm
I
like,
don't
what?
think this is
All right.
What?
What do you mean?
Why is that number 2 then? Oh, they just went in alphabetical order. That's why.
Oh, listen, whatever. We just find a field that's going to be empty.
There is
anyway.
cornfield. I've already said there are cornfields.
I know that.
I live next to Minnesota. They exist.
Well, you have.
There's
cheese
also
fields
just
up
wood.
there.
That we've established surround the entire school.
Yeah.
Woods don't sound like a good idea. That's too much things for to hide behind. I want an open place where. It
What do
can't
you mean
hide.
hide behind? It's a big ghost.
We're gonna stab it while it's in the box.
I thought we were just getting away from electronics.
That's
I thought
ideally
we-
what we're
I
doing.
thought
We
we
can
were
do whatever.
isolating it.
From electronics!
Whatever.
But a cornfield would still be a thing it could hide in if that was your concern.
There is
I mean,
no
not in
corn
winter,
the
I guess.
cornfield. It's winter. Let's go.
I don't think it's gonna crouch behind a tree. I don't think that's gonna be its escape strategy.
I mean,
Expect
you
the
guys rolled
unexpected.
real good. It seems like you got this one.
Are we going to the woods or going to a
Are we-
field?
That's
Connor's
up to you.
going home. I don't think he's providing anything useful anymore.
Alright, as you guys are like starting to leave the computer lab, you hear running down the hallway.
What?
I look down the
Running
hallway.
Down the hallway.
You look down the
I look down the
hallway and
hallway.
you see a familiar face from that you saw earlier that day. This has all been one day.
Ugh.
Sorry, just remembered that. And what you see
Gross.
running down the hallway
Rant.
towards you is a very tired-looking Diane,
Oh.
the headmistress. It's like, what the hell are you guys doing? I just heard something explode.
EMP'd the computer room.
No,
Why?
you didn't. God damn it.
Catch a box ghost. I point my gauntlet at the box ghost.
It says containment on it. It's a cardboard box.
She.
This
looks-
is what she sees.
Yeah, she.
These are the people who are supposed to keep us safe.
I mean, it's working is the thing, right? Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah, except this time way better than any other time
That's
ever.
true. This is-
Stealthy Dragons is
Thus
held
far,
together
this is
by-
your least like deadly accident thing so far. Only
I'm the
one
one who
person
picked
got
it.
kind of injured.
And that's because I just wanted to go ham. And honestly, that was part of my strategy because when I take damage, I get +1 to all my rolls for the rest of the combat.
Holy shit.
That's not even what I was talking about. I meant like only one person has been injured by this thing.
Oh, yeah.
The other person that got injured was because Connor knocked them out.
It had to be done.
Had to be done.
So yeah, I guess
Connor
she's like-
almost injured West.
So Diane is like, okay, so you've caught the ghost that you were hunting in there.
It's in the box. We're trying
in
to
the
figure out
box.
how to get rid of
What's
it.
in the box? You know, like that movie?
Yes.
Brad
I've-
Pitt or whatever.
West smiles proudly, since she's like, you know, the one that gave him the wand in the first place. And he's like, yeah, I used magic to enchant a cardboard box.
You
She
should have
looks-
picked like an urn.
She
Or a
looks
jar.
She looks mildly less annoyed as you tell her that, and she's like, "Oh, good job. I guess I'm going to order new computers or something. I'll have this lab shut down for now. We can move the computer class somewhere else."
Yeah, this is the ghost that did the bad in the audio place, by the way.
Right. Yes, I did hear about that. Okay, well, it sounds like you guys have it well in hand. Try not to damage any more school property
hands.
while taking care of it.
Oh, we're taking it
Sounds
to the
like-
woods. We're gonna murk it.
I give her a thumbs up with my gauntlet hand.
She squints at you.
This is the most right
Okay.
anything has ever felt since I started this job? Question mark. So I don't want to jinx it. Let's just go.
It's
deal
more
with
of a hobby. We don't get paid.
it. Yeah, that's true.
We don't get laid. We don't get Gatorade.
Oh, maybe you don't get laid.
Well, not because of the job. You also haven't gotten laid.
You don't
The only laying happening is me laying out your would-be girlfriend on the fucking concrete. Yeah, yeet.
I wanted to go, but Westwood.
Well, that wasn't in character.
I was hoping it was.
Why would Connor wouldn't say that?
Connor goes, yeah, yeet. I punched the shit out of your girlfriend. Get fucked.
While Diane is standing there, yeah.
Connor's-
walks away.
Well, Diana
Connor
is
is
aware
dumb.
of it.
He's not mean, generally. He's not mean on purpose.
He's mean on stupid.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Well, have fun going to the woods or whatever. I'm going to go back to my office. I guess I'll just have you guys fill me in tomorrow or something on what all happened.
Oh, I'll have the full report by then, Stacy says. Also introducing herself for the first time as a member of this party.
Oh,
To
Stacy.
Diane.
I didn't know. Are you? Yeah, I don't think you guys ever told her that.
Yeah.
She suddenly
we didn't.
notices Stacy and is like, "Oh, are you? I guess you're a new recruit or something."
Long story.
Oh,
Connor
no!
knocked her out. She works for us now.
Yeah, Connor knocked me out too, by the way. We didn't tell you about that one though.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's because I didn't end up taking her to get her mind wiped.
She squints at
Yeah.
you.
Thanks for that.
We will talk later, and she begins to walk away.
I'm pretty sure we already talked about the mind wipe thing. Connor says after she leaves.
This is for a different time. You're gonna fail this semester.
Okay,
No,
but
I'm not.
box ghost
I'm
though.
great at business.
Ghost in the box. Box ghost.
Yeah, what? Yeah, we should just get this done with.
All right.
All right.
Dude,
Everybody, give me your electronics. I will drop them off at the hideout and meet up in the
Well,
woods.
You
I
all
didn't
take out
bring
your
my phone.
electronic. Yeah, they're all. Anything you had on you is fucking fried.
Connor goes, I didn't bring my phone. I launched an EMP.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that before I said
we
it.
should find Nigel or a ride.
You can just walk.
Yeah.
Or
There's a
Zach
trail.
got comment 'cause obviously we
I
wouldn't have
hold out
brought
my hands for the
electronics.
box.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna.
I sprint into the woods and then you just teleport to me.
That
I
still
mean-
leaves 2 people.
We'll either bring them with you or leave them.
Yeah, you can bring people.
Well, the
with you
second
when
one
you
sounds a
teleport.
bit rude.
Yeah, but I have
to roll.
You got another +1.
I'm not using it on this. The thing is, I have to roll plus weird to take people with me.
What if I help
And
you?
I have a -1.
Never mind. West doesn't know how teleportation
You
works.
don't know how to fucking teleport people.
You don't know
with
how
holy
God magic works.
Help you with your praying, fam.
I can't believe this is
Yeah.
taking so long.
Listen, okay.
I
Connor
just want to go to the
Connor
fucking
takes
woods,
the
man.
box.
Okay.
And he begins sprinting to the
Wait,
woods.
where are you going?
He's
We
going to
need
the
to be able to
woods.
find you.
Teleport to me! I'm gone.
You can't do that. You can
Into
you
the
can go
woods I
instantly
go.
to anywhere you've visited
No.
before or to a person
Yes,
you know.
I
well.
know that, but we still have to get the other 2 there because I don't believe in my luck to roll at the very least an 11.
I mean, if you fail, does it just teleport you, or do we get fucked up?
You don't go where you don't quite manage it, or you appear in the wrong place.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah, I ended up in a tree before.
Then just
Yeah.
but just do it again.
Hey, if you fail, you take experience. That's how I look at it. Plus, we got to pad the session somehow because we dealt with the ghost in like 5 minutes.
We don't have to pad it that much. We've only got a half hour left.
Well,
fine.
Fair.
I grab both of your shoulders.
Ooh.
We gotta wait a second. Connor's got to get to the woods.
Well, yeah, we've been talking.
Yeah, Connor runs down. Connor runs down.
He is
several
preternaturally
floors or
fast, but
Connor's in the
I'm
woods.
humming
Stacy is
Speed
unaware of
Racer
what
to
is
myself.
about to happen, by the way. She does not know about teleportation.
Is there a particular
Is
is there a particular spot you're stopping? You just find like a nice like clearing or something?
Yeah, just until I'm like off the trails and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. At the very least, far enough away that you know, there's not like street lamps or something.
Right.
Nice
and
no
deep
no
in the
rookie
woods.
mistakes like that.
Correct. I'd like to avoid those.
Okay, here's Magicast +1.
Mixed success. Okay, so Connor, you stop
Don't
in a
manage
kind
it.
of snowy field. So now you don't quite manage it. Either you are all separated or you all appear in the wrong place.
Told you this would happen.
So the three of you appear somewhere in the woods, not near Connor. You don't see him. You're just in the woods. You're in the hallway. This is probably especially confusing for Stacy. You're in the hallway in the school, and then suddenly you're in the woods.
Ah!
God damn it.
Woods!
This is why I don't like taking people with me. It never works.
I mean, you could just try again.
I feel like that's a horrible misuse of God's powers.
Yeah, but you
And
just said
also-
God damn it, so obviously you don't care that much.
I don't, but also I'd rather not to actually anger the god and or the GM, as it were.
You do have resources you could use to find out where Connor might be.
Such as.
I mean, we don't have our phones on us. This
No.
is established.
No, you don't.
You guys have to listen for the sound of quiet Speed Racer theme music. Or perhaps
what
it would
happens
be
is
gas, gas, gas.
You hear a noise from inside your brain, Advo, that goes, "Query: would you like me to find the vampire known as Connor?"
That'd be fantastic. Please tell me we're in the right
What would be
woods.
fantastic?
Hush, I'm talking to trees.
Oh, okay. Bit rude, but okay.
A glowing triangle appears in a direction from you that seems to point in the direction of Connor, as far as your.
Oh, it's like a
your
quest
doubt.
marker.
What?
I believe the vampire known as Connor von Caldwin. Nope, that's not his name. Hold on, let me try again.
Von Gold.
Connor Caldwin von Helsing is that way.
Well, that's a direction at least. All right, let's go.
Alrighty. Says Wes.
You go that way.
And they
After
all
a good 10 to 15 minutes of walking, which means you were pretty far off, you do hear the quiet sound of gas, gas, gas as Connor is just kind of like standing in a snowy field.
Just sort of tapping my foot.
And yeah, you all
I look
roll
like
up.
an impatient FedEx
Sonic.
delivery boy.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
You all roll up upon him.
It's about time. I teleport.
Yeah, I've
to
been
the low.
teleported bad, says Wes.
Yeah, this always happens when I take people with me. That's why I don't like doing it.
Hey, I thought it was fun.
I wouldn't call being lost in the woods fun. Anyway.
You just
Box.
haven't been lost at the right time.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ghost
I-
Box.
So, like-
Box Ghost.
So I guess like we put the box down and I'll stab into it. I
Now
don't-
Stacy
this
gets
feel-
out her camera.
This feels like we're doing an execution.
Are we not? Isn't that why
I
we
can't-
brought it out to the woods?
Hang on, let me get the
guess.
angle.
Is our
Right.
job not specifically execution?
I mean, it's either we execute it or it executes probably me. Again.
Oh, it's okay. Put the box down and I'll do it.
I
I'll
put the
I'll
box
initiate.
down.
West has
I'll
his
initi-
wand at the ready just in case.
I'll initiate. Be ready to back me up if it goes wrong.
I am.
My trident appears in my hand, and I spin it, and so it's facing down over the box, and
You
I
just stab straight downward.
yeah, I plunge it down into it.
Cool. Why don't you
Can it even oppose this roll?
I'm thinking.
I mean, you could fail so bad that you just stab the seals off the box somehow.
So see, the lowest I can roll is a 4.
Yeah, that's a failure, isn't it?
That is a
Lowest I can
failure.
roll is a 5.
That's still a failure.
This is not
Yeah,
the same
this-
combat.
unlikely.
It's been like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was reading my extra harm.
Why don't you do an act under pressure?
What is that?
Sharp?
Cool.
Cool.
I won't make you do an
Cool.
attack roll because this thing has no shot of hitting you back. But like,
But you are under pressure because
You
we're
gotta
all
do-
watching you, and
you-
Stacy has her camera out.
and if you fuck up like that,
This
the
is
combat
why-
might become more interesting.
Look at all the experience you're getting there.
What do you mean?
Stacy
I
snaps
got
a
1
picture at-
experience.
At the
That's one
poor
experience you
time.
didn't have.
That's true. That's true.
I just wanted to beat it up.
So you didn't use your +1 on that, I take it.
No, I used my plus. Used my +1 of the angel wings because I thought I couldn't save it.
Ah, that's a good point.
Because it is for next roll, right?
Yes,
But you are the one who wrote it.
it is for next roll. You're right. All right. So mark experience.
I already
As
did.
you stab into the box, a concussive wave of force explodes out of it. I guess your stabbing into the containment field created some sort of like magical reaction that none of you were quite expecting. Adva, you are blasted backwards. The snow softens your fall so you don't take any damage, but you do fly back a good like 10 feet. And the rest of you all have to
Ow.
like kind of hold up your arms for this wave of concussive force that comes off of this box.
Oh.
It like clears the snow off of the grass for like 5 feet around it
Badass.
with how
Neat.
explodey it is. And in the center of the field is Ghost now.
I
And
punch it.
screams.
I sock him in the jaw.
It screams and Connor punches it. Roll me kick some ass.
It goes, ah! And then, like, out of frame, my fist just appears.
Hell yeah.
Superman.
I've
Wearing
seen
a
Marvel
gauntlet.
movies. Oh, this is nothing that I posted. Apparently, gifts don't like to happen.
All right.
11.
Nice. So, nope, wrong thing. Back to the reference sheet. Kick some ass. Okay, on a 10 have you advanced? Oh no, it's not a 12 plus. Never mind.
I have. But it's not 12, so it's
So
not
on a 10 plus,
irrelevant.
choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, you force them where you want them.
I will choose to take less harm.
All right. So as you fly in to punch it, you kind of sail through it, but you can definitely tell that your fist did some impact. How much harm do you do with your fist? It's 2, right?
It's 2.
2 harm. 2 harm.
Aww.
All right. So you fly
Okay,
right through it,
that's-
and the ghost tries to like stab you in the back with one of its claws as you go by for its like chill touch thing that it does. But you're able to dodge out of the way at the last moment, so you take 0 harm. Because its non-electrical attack only does 1 harm. You guys have really fucked this thing. Great job. I'm proud of you for getting yourself in such an advantageous situation. All right, so Adva's down.
Yeah.
Connor has done a punch. What are the other 2 of you doing? Stacy's gonna take a picture, I guess.
She took a picture as the blast happened, and so she's kind of like fumbled everything.
He's on the floor. Oh, no.
Oh no.
So West is gonna act first. West is going on the offensive.
Hell yeah, dude.
He's
Gonna blast it.
uh,
Wing scar.
Are you good?
yeah.
Why are you just eyeing?
He's laughing because he's thinking about the attacks sound he's gonna have to do again.
No, I'll talk about
Goofy,
it later. It's fine.
Okay. Yep.
God,
Yeah?
Gonna attack it?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it.
You gonna attack it with your blast magic or your missile magic?
Blast!
Alright. You hit it with a blast. Go ahead and roll kick some ass, and you roll with weird instead of tough. Because of your magic.
You betcha, baby.
I also wrote weird instead of tough.
Nice.
Oh man, I was hoping I failed. Oh well.
Alright, yeah, you do it. Good job. So
yeah, so
I'm going to for on a 10 plus you gain the advantage, you inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, you force them where you want them.
I want to inflict harm.
Inflict terrible harm.
Yeah. Like
Got it. So your blast is your wind blast is 2 harm, magic, close, obvious, loud. You're within 5 feet of it, so I will say that's close enough to do the blasty. Yeah, go ahead. What do you want to do? Give me that.
The shockwave from before, I kind of harness that and redirect it, and bam, right back at you.
Sick. So as this blast comes out from the ghost, and Connor immediately goes in for a punch, you hold up your wand and like draw some sort of shape in the air to try to like absorb the force. You kind of spin around with it and then fling it directly back at the ghost, which knocks it backwards actually for 3 harm, and it flies into the dirt and is just kind of laying there on the ground. It's trying to like crawl away now.
We need the weakness, Connor says, walking over to the ghost and picking it up by the scruff of the neck.
You do that.
And then dragging it over to where Adva is, I assume, finally getting up off the ground.
She gets up and spits some snow out of her mouth. Yeah, I gotcha.
And I just sort of like fucking mother cat drag this ghost over to the cleric.
I grab it by the throat with my bare hands and crunch.
All right, you crush this ghost and it turns into purple dust like the other creatures that you have crushed with your bare hands. And as you all sit in the snowfield, relishing in your victory, I do have a little bit of a postscript to read for you. Ahem. Meanwhile, in the abandoned recreation center and bowling alley at the outskirts of town, John Velhouse sits at a desk, waiting. Dr. Kelly Chance approaches and drops a stack of papers on his desk. He nods to her and she leaves the room. He glances over the printouts, 4 stacks of papers with information about Team Delta Dragons. He discards the ones about Connor and Adva. Adva's file is nearly useless, and anything he needs to know he can get from the menagerie. As for Connor, he got everything he needed from Serana before she disappeared. Slakov is looking for her, and she can't hide forever. The papers about West Wordsworth and Stacy Veers are far more interesting to him. He browses through them and sees a couple of names pop up. Kenneth Wordsworth and Guy Veers. He rolls over to a laptop at another desk and pulls up Kenneth's profile on the school's website, and he smiles.
My hot dad.
More like dead.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I got.
Huh.
You did it. Good job. You killed.
I was really ready for the part about Connor's file to be like he could get Adva's file from info from the menagerie, and Connor who gives and Connor's some sort of dumb goblin. So
now he had Serana. If you recall from the previous
my
cutscene
mom
about
told
these guys,
on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Any
She was here,
any
and I
family
don't
or
know why.
weaknesses you might have, she would have, she could have filled them in on that one.
My son's weakness. He's really stupid.
Video game.
So like, did we just hard cut from the crunch of the ghost neck to
Yeah, it like
roll
timed
credits?
up with someone slamming a bunch of papers down on the desk.
Yeah. Him slamming down
That's awesome.
the files.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so good job. You guys have defeated what I called the ghost in the machine.
Oh!
So Since we've got some time at the end here, I'm going to read to you some of the stuff that I gave this ghost that you guys effectively neutralized by rolling well and coming up with a good plan. Which again, I want to reiterate, I'm not like upset. I'm proud of you.
I also just want to point out that I'm a dumbass. I think last time I meant to give the juju bag to Stacy so she would have a magic item.
Yeah.
I just never did it in the sheets.
I see.
I did it in character. I never did it in the sheets.
So you did it in the streets, but not the sheets.
Not in the
Exactly.
sheets, yeah.
Gotcha.
So she could have helped a little more, but oh well.
So the
I don't really think it was very necessary. It's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I didn't even do anything the entire time.
Hell yeah.
So the monster type is collector, which its goal is to steal specific sorts of things. In this case, it was information, which Connor caught it doing. Description: a spectral creature powered by electricity and electronics. Powers: electronics manipulation. Anything electrical has a chance to malfunction around the ghost. Regeneration: the ghost can regenerate as long as there is something to draw electrical power from nearby. It cannot be killed unless there is nothing for it to draw power from. You solved that by putting it in a box and taking it into the woods.
See, that was what the containment was for.
Yeah,
I've seen JoJo.
It's not unlike Red Hot Chili Pepper. Into the lines. If a space has electricity, the ghost can use it to escape into the power grid. Again, solved by going into the woods. Possession. Is able to possess electronics, giving the ghost between 1 and 5 extra harm depending on the object. This is like when it was in that set of headphones.
And what was it solved by?
The EMP essentially. It had never had anything to possess, so the only attack it could use, which I'll get to in a second, it has 3 armor to non-magical supernatural damage. When in ghost form, I added supernatural, so like holy would be in that. And it heals from electrical damage. So if you had for some reason tried to electrocute it, that would have healed it.
I pull out my never before seen taser trademark.
So the attacks it had were discharge, which is 1 to 4 harm area, depending on how much electricity is around. You just never gave it a chance to use any of this stuff, really, because it knocked out the power around it, or like cut cables. I think it might have used a couple of these things in that first fight when you were in the lab, but basically this thing was a coward, and any time you attacked it, it would just leave. Manipulation, 1 to harm close or far, depending on the object. That's like, wires attacking you and stuff. I had come up with some cool stuff that it could do with that, but you negated it all by EMP. And then take your breath away is the thing it was doing, where it's 1 harm, cold, ignore armor. Ghost stuff.
I see. Nice.
And then for listed weaknesses, magical damage, and if there are no electronics or electricity nearby, the creature cannot escape or heal itself. So yeah, you guys did a good job. Really fucked it up.
Nice.
And then we got XP for the end of the session.
Yeah, so let's go over that.
Hell yeah.
It's on my second page, I believe. So, did we conclude the current mystery? Yes.
Yes.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse? I don't think so.
No.
Not really.
Not really.
No.
No, not this time.
Did we learn something new and important about the world? I would say yes, because of the cutscene.
Does that count for our characters, though? They didn't see the cutscene.
It asks if we learn it, though.
Oh, I see.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? I don't think so. I mean, you got 2, so that's still a yes. So that's still
Stacy
1
has
XP.
a dad.
Stacy has a dad.
And he's got it going on.
Stacy's dad has got me down bad.
Stacy's dad is really, really rad.
Is this a reference I don't get?
You guys.
Stacy's mom. No, just rhyming.
Oh, okay.
I was doing a reference. So yeah, you all mark 1 XP for 2 yes answers.
I level up.
Oh, I
Hooray.
thought it was 1 per yes. I'm stupid.
Nope.
Excellent. I level up. I retire
don't.
this hunter to safety.
You retire call
My God.
Connor and make a new character.
Connor, we crunch the ghost. Connor looks around and goes, and then runs into the woods and is never seen again.
I've had enough, actually.
I'm good now. I turn evil.
My God. Possessed by the ghost as it dies.
The ghost possessed me and I try to kill Stacy.
Why?
Probably works.
Yeah, you do kill Stacy. There's no question on try. She's not very slippery.
That's assuming no one will.
Connor's actually running out of upgrades to take.
I know.
Connor's
I don't
leveled
know
up
what
too
I
many
can
times.
even take.
Connor keeps on failing.
You should like homebrew something so Connor can do something.
I could change playbooks. I could make a second hunter. Those don't really make sense. I could advance another 2 basic moves, but I'm only good at 2 basic moves.
Yeah.
I've not used the luck point. I could lose 1 weird to not have my curse, but that doesn't really make sense. And also, I don't want to do that. I guess I could examine the initial options again.
Yeah, you can still take those. Although most of them, you could take you could take another natural attacks pick.
You can get a second hunter.
What if I made a second hunter? What if I was also my sister? Get fucked.
Ah, Baba Boo.
You could if you wanted to.
What if you're West's sister?
What if I'm West's sister?
That's fucked up.
That one that one I won't let you do.
What if I'm Paul Bunyan?
Now that one,
Again.
I mean, honestly,
take the playbook, the professional.
Being a second hunter is probably like the only thing I can reasonably do that makes any sense. But I'll think about it.
You can do that if you want. I mean, there's stuff you could do with that. We could talk about that post-sesh, but I think that'll do for now.
I'll make a support class.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know.
I wish I did. I don't think that's a thing, though.
No, sorry, Mulligai. I don't know when we'll be back with more of this, because I would have to write it, and I haven't done that.
And I have not.
Boko has not
writing.
started
See
on
you
the
in
second
2
season.
years.
Yeah. Boko is
My
not
God.
God damn both of you.
There's no Cube World. There's no Maplebrook. There's no Riftwood, and there's no Queen of England.
No, don't worry. I have plans for.
But you know what we
Blue
have
World,
been
I just
getting?
haven't put them in text.
Candlekeep, baby.
Ayo, but it's
No, you
over.
don't.
Well, yeah, it's because we're swapping to the other one.
I know, but it's
So-
not on stream.
Yep, so yeah.
Yeah.
Good night. We'll be
Screw
back.
the stream. That's premium content.
We'll be back tomorrow to finish
Only
I, the
fans.
Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. Have a good night.
Probably.
Prob-
Goodbye.
Almost certainly. Bye.
Love you.